All right, friends, moving on. So the thing, I think a lot of our discussion is focused on software business. Even though we are discussing Walmart, what we're trying to imply is software, because online sales means some level of software development, right? Because Agile and Scrum seems to be a very popular word today in these companies, especially in IT and software industry. Now, the problem with that is that Standish Group has a report that came out way back, which says 65% of the software is never used. So let me ask you this. Your iPhone, what percentage of the features and functions of the iPhone you use? 10%. What percentage of the features and functions of your laptop you use?
9-15-year kid knows more about your iPhone than we.
Yeah, most of the kids, because they are creative. Kids are creative. We, as we grow up, we grow old, we become more rigid. I know this, and this is the best way of doing it. Either you do this, or take that way. My way or highway. But kids are curious. They want to learn. They're creative. So probably we have to become like kids. So the point is not to become kids, but the point is that, hey, why build something that you don't use? Why spend 65-70% of the software you never use? So why do you spend time, money in building it when the customer doesn't even use it?
But there are some customers who use it.
But those customers are only 1%, 5%. We just said 90% of us don't use those features.
But you don't want to lose 1% either.
That's the whole point. Just because Wells Fargo has this product, so Bank of America has to also create that. That's why, by the way, Wells Fargo CEO got fired.
That was
Right?
sales.
Yeah, cross sale and up sale. And they were selling 7 products
Right.
to gain market share. And the new lady joined, who's like 30 years old. 30 years old in the company, not 30 years old. But so the point is that any time the market is changing, we have to adapt to that. And just because the competition is doing it, we have to also do it. But if you don't do it, the competition will not do it. It's like your kid, and your neighbor's kid. My neighbor's kid is also learning guitar, and he's going for swimming lessons. So my kid also has to go for both. So so that's what happens. Competition.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure, right?
And also staying ahead from others.
Staying ahead, yeah. But that's
one thing.
staying ahead is good, right? But the point is that, as per the concept that I discussed with you, it's a waste, right? It's a wasteful expenditure which is not even used.
This is there's a study that shows the Ericsson and Nokia, when they were competing, Ericsson did such a good job of implementing certain things. Eventually what they did was, on each phone, they were literally shipping everything. And to give you the specific functions, depending if you paid more or less, they would just change the jumpers on it. So technically it's a waste if you're shipping pretty much the phone that contains everything and you just change the jumpers. So at some point they thought they were saving, but the overall loss was such that the moment they hit a certain number of quantities, you're wasting money, because if customers are not buying the full value of what you're shipping on the phone, you've lost that money.
Yeah, that's it's a very common problem. So the idea is, friends, that if we are lean, we have 3 major things we can take care of. Muda, which is waste. Muri, which is overburden. People are overburdened. I see 10 o'clock in the night, I have to take my India call. And the whole day they're working in the office, and then the night they are taking the India call. There's too much burden. Push, get this done by this date. If you don't do it, I don't know if you'll be there tomorrow morning. Pressure, tactics. So that's also there. Too much variations, like you said, that there's so many different models Mercedes introduced to capture the entire spectrum, length and breadth of the market, and create variations because people like change, right? So now the customer is so used to new things, that very quickly they get bored with the old stuff. So somewhere in between we have to draw the line.